saludamos James Jenkins. Él es el gerente de planeación de producto para la Honda Pilot 2016 en el Kentucky Speedway en Kentucky.
Right.
How are you, James?
Very good, Javier. How are you, buddy?
Excellent, thank you. So we're here with James, who is like, we can say like in a way the father of the new Honda Pilot, right? A product manager for this new product from Honda, right?
Absolutely.
Completely different car from the one going out. I mean,
Right.
It's like everything, it's new in it. We can say like from the structure up.
Everything ground up on this vehicle is pretty much entirely new from the outgoing model.
So let's go ahead and drive a little bit and we can talk about it. But like obviously the first thing that catches everybody's attention is that design. I mean, it's completely different from the old one. We've got rugged, like more square. Oops.
There we go.
Well, we can try the audio system too, but not now. So the style is completely different. Why was that?
Well, what we heard overall was customers wanted a more traditional, more sophisticated appearance in their vehicle without compromising that of the utility, which the Honda Pilot's always done very well. So new styling, new sophisticated design, interior and exterior, give it a nice sleek look.
And the interior remains the same in a way because it's like very, very big. I mean, it has 3 rows, but also that has changed a lot in different ways.
Yeah, interior changed a lot. Throughout the cabin, we put nice touch points all the way throughout. We're driving an elite model here, so for this interior you get standard captain's chairs, which is a 7-passenger configuration. So removing the second row bench and adding the 2 captain's chairs in gets better access to the 3rd row. New center console's a nice layout. This is the 9-speed transmission, so you get the push button transmission, the DA system, and again here you can see here your DA and your i-VTEC screen is all brand new with the speedometer and everything.
Yeah, this thing I like a lot. Like the new console, you got rid of the second screen, which I to be honest, I didn't like a lot.
Yeah. Well, this one had one screen here on the top previously, but yeah, we made it a little more clean, appearance-wise to the eye. Very, again, nice touch points when your hand touches it. It's got a nice feel.
Yeah. So, and in terms of technology, it's like everything. It's like up to date. I mean, like. It's so amazing technologies in safety and entertainment and all that, right?
Right, exactly. So this car has tons of technology on laundry list of stuff, blind spot indicators, the display audio screen, navigation, all the connectivity using the next Android-based audio system. 5 USB ports in this particular model, and 4 of them are 2.5 amps, so you could charge up to 4 iPads and use them at the same time. So a total of 5 USB.
Well, it's pretty amazing when you consider that some 2015 models, some brands don't have any.
Yes. So we tried to make USB standard on all our Honda truck products a couple years ago. So we've done that, and then now it's just 5 of them.
So there are different trims, obviously, for the new Pilot, but starting with the base one, I mean, like there's standard things now. Like I think Honda has rear view camera, for example, in every car, right?
So rear view camera and Bluetooth is standard in pretty much all our vehicles, especially all of our Honda truck products. So you get the LX, which is more of an A to B buyer. We don't really sell a lot of our base model. People step up to the EX or the EXLs or the Touring or this particular model. This is brand new for 2016, the Elite model.
So like this is with everything, like, but so three trims, you said?
Actually, we have LX, EX, EXL. Off of on EXL, you could get Navi and Res, and then Touring Elite. We've added the Honda Sensing package, which is standard on Touring and in our Elite trim. We added the Honda Sensing as essentially a new model code for EX and EXL, so for customers who want that suite of technologies.
And what does that include in, specifically the Honda Sensing package?
A couple things. The one which you could probably experience here on this turn is the lane keep assist.
Okay.
It's got collision mitigation, braking, a lot of driver convenience packages, which makes it assist the driver in their daily commute.
And so all this, I mean, like brings out the level of safety, like to a different thing that there wasn't any any options like that, like just a few years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fascinating how fast it has advanced, right?
Exactly. With the 2015 CRV, we introduced it kind of to the mass market, the Honda Sensing. So this one really rolls it out to be available for, basically available for a wide variety of our consumers.
And this car, we've been driving in here in Kentucky for like a couple hours already. It's 100 miles. That's me on the line. And like it's very quiet. I mean, like how did you achieve that?
A lot of things. This one here, thickness of the glass, the insulation, the acoustic in the glass, the insulation throughout the doors, throughout the cabin. We heard basically over and over that customers wanted a quieter car, and whether that was coming out of our products or from the products that aren't Hondas that they're driving. So we really focused on quiet cabin, as you can hear right now. It's very
it's
quiet.
amazing. Yeah, we're going at 60 miles an hour. The road, and when I'm not going through the side of the road, I mean, it's like we're having this normal conversation without even raising the voice or anything. It's incredible.
Exactly.
Okay, so what other new things are? I mean, the new setup for the transmission, in this particular case, this is the 9-speed transmission, right?
Correct, yeah.
So this is also new.
That's all new, the push button transmission. Even on the base model, we have a new 6-speed automatic. Outgoing model had a 5-speed, so about 75% of our mix or so will have a 6-speed. Touring and above is about a quarter of our mix, give or take, 1 out of 4. That gets the 9-speed transmission. New engine, EarthDreams Technology, 3.5 liter direct injected engine under the hood. 30 more horsepower than the outgoing model. Better fuel economy.
So now it's 280?
Now it's
280 horsepower?
Yeah, feel free to push the gas if you
I know, it's like
to get it
much more than enough. Yeah, I just saw a police car back there, so I want to be careful. So, for the audience who don't still understand, maybe even for me, what's the main advantage of having a 9-speed transmission? Because, most people say, 6 is more than enough. Why do people need 9 transmission?
Right. Good question. I don't think it's a number, essentially, that customers are asking for. Customers just want better fuel economy, and they want better performance. For example, this one here, we increase the fuel economy. We feel we're best in class. Gets up to 27 miles per gallon on the highway. But also customers that want to tow. So this car could tow up to 5,000 pounds. So their customers aren't saying, I need more speeds. They just want more fuel economy, more power and whatnot. And one of the ways to get there, of course, is by adding more speeds and being able to adjust the shift points.
Exactly. So I was going to ask that. So basically it's like adjusting the distribution of the power in shorter segments, for sure.
Yeah, you're right.
To say to explain it in a way, and that makes everything more efficient.
Yeah, you say your first gear might be a little bit lower, but by the time you get to 6, 7, 8, 9, you're at a higher spin rate, right? So your engine's working less on the flat road.
Okay, and obviously you said 3 rows. I mean, it's 3 rows, but you have something really special in the middle row in terms of how to access the 3rd row. That's also new.
Yeah, we have the push button for the 2nd row. So back in the day, remember having to crawl in the back of your parents' car or whatnot. You have to fold the seat.
That was an adventure,
So we made it very simple on EXL trims and higher. We've integrated a push button, so just basically it's on the side of the door or it's positioned on the back of the seat, the 3rd row. You push the button, the seat folds forward, slides forward. We also got about an inch and a half more space getting into the 3rd row, and then we lowered the floor about an inch, so easier to get in, and then more space to crawl through to get back to the 3rd row.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for the time. We're gonna keep driving the car here. I mean, there are so many things that we can keep talking about because, especially the technology side. I mean, it's amazing how many things. Well, one thing that I remember about seats. I mean, in all the Honda products that you have released recently, so many intelligent things that you get integrated. Like, for example, this center console is something really amazing because when you have it closed, it's a really nice shelf, but then it's a lot of functionality and very deep in there. So how many other improvements in terms of cargo and utility are in the car?
One key thing I want to point out is the space behind the 3rd row. We added about an inch or so of space. It's got a nice cabin kind of cubby hole, I guess you could say. You could take the floor out, add more space to the bottom. It'll hold a huge cooler in the back seat with the third row seats up. That was one of our development objectives. Obviously, you pointed out the center console for storage and utility space like that. Yeah, just basically everything ground up on this vehicle we look to improve upon.
Well, it's been how many years that you've been working on this car?
On this car, I started about early 2011, so a lot of time has been put into it.
That's incredible. I mean,
that's just normal, though. That's normal product life.
Yeah, but most people don't know about that. Yeah. I mean, most customers say like, "Oh, there's a new car there. Let's go and check it," and they don't really understand all the processes going to that. So, like, I mean, at least in my case, I really appreciate like to get to know all those details because I mean, there's a lot of cars are like almost like a miracle because this car is built here in the U.S., right?
Absolutely, in Alabama.
But it has like a lot of technology that comes from Japan to the new design studio in L.A. and like maybe suppliers from around the world, and it comes together and everything works perfectly. So it's amazing how this complicated process of making a car can come together. So that's your job, and you do it really well. So
thank you so much. Glad to be here.
We're gonna go back to the Kentucky Speedway to do some other testing. So thank you very much, James.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Este programa fue una producción de National Latino Broadcasting.